Want to win all the gift cards down below? All you have to do is drop a like, subscribe, turn notifications on, leave a comment, and enjoy the video. 15 animals that save people's lives. Our beautiful pets can feel like lifesavers just by being there for us at the end of a long, stressful day and looking up at us with their adorable, happy faces. But when these humans found themselves in real, terrifying danger, their animals stepped up even more and became actual real-life superheroes. Here is just a look at the stories of 15 remarkable animals that have saved people's lives. Number 15. Cat who destroys dogs. Dogs may be man's best friend, but for Cherry Wood, she credits her cat Lima with saving her life. Cherry was attacked by 2 pit bulls and was unable to fight them off, as was her husband. The 2 were battling with the dogs when help came in a furry package named Lima. Lima flew into the mix, biting, clawing, and hissing at the dogs, distracting them away from her owners. The couple was able to get safely in their house, and Lima escaped shortly after. Just goes to show you that big heroes can come in small packages. Number 14. The dog who led her owners to safety. The Furtigs, Eve and Norman, both 81 years old, ran an animal sanctuary in Alden, New York, and were tending to their animals when a storm arrived out of nowhere in 2006 and knocked out their power. Upon going outside to check on their animals, they quickly found themselves in freezing weather as trees fell around them. The couple had a guardian angel in disguise, however. Shauna, a dog they had rescued when she was just a puppy, now 160 pounds, Shauna started digging a path in the snow to tunnel underneath the trees. The tunnel itself was about 1 foot wide and 20 feet long and led back to the family home. Shauna then started dragging the 2 of them back to safety. Once at the home, Shauna huddled with the couple, using her body to keep them warm in the frigid temperatures of their powerless house until the local fire department arrived. The Humane Society awarded her the Humane Animal Treatment's Hero Award for bravery. In all honesty, it's stories like these that really warm my heart. Number 13. Titan, the dog saves a woman's life. John Benton was trying to leave for work in October of 2011, but the door of his Atlanta home was blocked by the family's pit bull, Titan. The dog was barking repeatedly and refused to move from the door. Benton quickly realized that the dog was alerting him to something and followed the dog upstairs to find his wife, Gloria, had suffered a brain aneurysm and had fallen, fracturing her skull. She survived with medical help, all thanks to Titan. Number 12. The stray who saved an abandoned baby. An abandoned newborn had a heroic rescue in 2005 in Nairobi, Kenya, when a stray dog discovered the infant in a forest. The poor infant had been ditched in the forest and left in a plastic bag. A stray dog happened to discover her and, acting on maternal instinct, carried the baby across a busy road and through barbed wire, keeping the baby safe the entire way. She then deposited the baby with her litter of puppies in a shed until the owner of the shed found it and took it to the hospital. Despite her ordeal, the baby survived. Number 11. A trio of lions who saved a 12-year-old girl. Bet you didn't expect this title on this list, huh? To be honest, it does kinda sound like the premise of a Disney movie, but in 2005, a pack of lions rescued a 12-year-old girl when she was kidnapped from her Kenya village. The girl had been held for a week by her captors, and when the police found her, she was being guarded by 3 lions. The captors had fled, leaving the girl behind, and the lions apparently thought her cries were those of a cub, so they protected her. After the rescue, the lions mounted Pride Rock and proceeded to sing The Circle of Life. Actually, they probably just went and killed a wildebeest, and a warthog, and a meerkat. Moving on, number 10. Ning Nong, the elephant that saved a girl during the 2004 tsunami. Young Amber Mason had a 4-year-old elephant, Ning Nong, to credit with saving her life during the 2004 Thai tsunami, the deadliest in history. As the waves struck, Amber was riding the elephant on the sands of Phuket, and upon seeing the dangerous sea before them, Ning Nong ran to safety on the shore, holding his body firm against the waves as they crashed. The elephant took the full brunt of the waves instead of letting them sweep the 8-year-old away. Take that, Poseidon. You 0, elephants 1. Number 9. Bandit, the dog who saved a family from toxic smoke. The DeStefani family were pet-sitting a dog, Bandit, for friends who had gone out of town. Rich DeStefani was sterilizing a hairbrush one night while they were pet-sitting and forgot about the brush without turning off the heat. The water he had used evaporated, causing the hairbrush to burn and emit toxic smoke throughout the home. When the smoke detectors didn't go off, Bandit jumped on the mother's chest, barking frantically to wake her up. She hurriedly woke up the rest of the family and got them safely out of the house. Little fun fact, Bandit is the name of my second dog that I recently got. He's a good boy, but nowhere near as good as that Bandit. I mean, seriously. Number 8. Zoe, the Chihuahua versus a rattlesnake. I'll be honest, the thought of a tiny little Chihuahua fighting a gigantic rattlesnake makes me cringe so hard it hurts. However, her small size didn't stop Zoe the Chihuahua from doing an incredibly great act. Zoe's owners were visiting with their grandchild Booker West outside one day in Colorado. The 1-year-old was approached by a rattlesnake. However, when Zoe spotted the snake, she jumped between the two to save the child. She was bitten, but thankfully she eventually made a full recovery. Number 7. Willie, the parrot who saved a toddler's life. Plenty of parrots can talk, but Willie the Quaker parrot used his voice to save a young child's life. The young Hannah Kusk was eating one day when she began choking on her food and turned blue. Willie noticed the child was in need of help and began calling for the babysitter, Megan Howard. He accomplished this by squawking and flapping his wings while crying, "Mama baby," repeatedly until Megan was alerted and performed the Heimlich. Willie later received a Red Cross Animal Lifesaver Award, while his friends on Purchase were just sitting there being a-holes and asking for crackers. Number 6. Dory, the rabbit who saved a diabetic owner. Simon Stegall, a diabetic, was watching television in his UK home one day in 2004. As he fell asleep, his pet rabbit Dory noticed something was amiss and jumped on his chest. He then proceeded to thump his feet rapidly on his chest. Simon's wife, Victoria, observed the animal's behavior and knew this was no ordinary nap. Simon had slipped into a diabetic coma, unable to speak or move. Victoria contacted paramedics who were able to bring him back to a normal state. I'm hoping Dory got a few more carrots than usual that night. Number 5. Roselle, the 9/11 savior dog. One such guide dog, Roselle, also helped her owner Michael Hingson on 9/11. Roselle was with Michael on the 78th floor of the North Tower of the World Trade Center. It was just a normal day at work until terrorists hijacked a plane and crashed into the south side of the building. The yellow lab jumped into action, steering her owner down over 1,460 steps throughout the building. They went through billowing smoke amid rising temperatures until they arrived in a subway station and were safely underground. Michael credits the yellow Labrador's calm demeanor with making sure he focused on getting out safely and not panicking. Roselle received a Dickin Medal for her achievement. Number 4. The dolphins who saved a swimmer from a shark. Great white sharks have terrorized people on screen in movies like Jaws, but long-distance swimmer Adam Walker may have escaped his own Jaws experience thanks to a pod of dolphins. Adam was out for a swim on April 26, 2014, and was being followed by a great white shark. Luckily for Adam, there was a pod of dolphins nearby, who quickly swam around him, staying close to his body to ward off the shark. He was able to swim away and later shares photos of the encounter on Facebook. Personally, I feel bad for the great white shark. He just wanted to say hi, and now he fills the sea with his salty tears. Number 3. The wild beavers who saved a boy. Beavers are known as industrious little animals, but they also saved 12-year-old Reel Gweenden's life. The tween and his parents were in Ontario spending a day on a remote lake, and Reel had stayed behind on the shore while his parents went fishing. To his horror, he watched his parents' boat tip over in the water. His parents eventually drowned, while their son watched helplessly. The nearest town was miles away, and the sun was setting, so he collapsed on the cold ground, delirious from his parents' deaths. Crying, he felt snuggled by a warm, furry animal and quickly fell asleep. He woke the next morning with 3 wild beavers huddled around him, keeping him from freezing as the temperatures dropped below 0. Number 2. Selena, the dog who saved her owner. Jack Russell Terrier Selena was a force to be reckoned with after her owner Rebecca Northern broke her neck while diving in her backyard pool. Rebecca was fighting to stay awake and was experiencing numbness, but Selena was there to save her. The little dog nosed her way under Rebecca's shoulders, then floated her to the shallow end, finally dragging her out of the water. She then barked constantly to keep her owner from going unconscious. Rebecca's mother came home and heard the commotion and was able to get her daughter medical assistance. Number 1. Salty, the dog who led her owner to safety in 9/11. Guide dogs are expected to keep their owners and trainers out of danger, but Salty, one New York guide dog, took protection to an entirely new level. Salty and her owner, Omar Rivera, were on the 71st floor in Tower 1 of the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001. As the building began collapsing around them, Salty led Omar and a friend down 70 flights of stairs to safety, just moments before Tower 1 completely collapsed. Salty was there the whole way and even refused to let the friend take her leash because she wanted to stay with her owner until he was safe. Their ordeal took them an entire 1 hour and 15 minutes to accomplish. Salty and Omar received the Partners in Courage Award, and Salty was also given the Dickin Medal, an honor given to animals who display gallantry during conflict. What an interesting list. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to go hug my dogs because I really do love them. Now with all that said and done, thank you for watching our video. Please like and share the video on social networks, and we'll be right back to you as fast as we possibly can.